Let's just watch our balance at this stoppage in terms of having everyone on one side. Willie Nichols fantastic, chasing on your opponent to effect a tackle. Stewie Watson making sure you're looking at the ball, engaging your opponent when the ball's gone up in the air. Sparks, great use of your body here, fantastic spot to hit it. Are we a little bit too tight on him so the ball gets through, but either way, happy with the setup. We talked about putting heaps of pressure on the ball. This is a really good example. Daishy doing well with the tag here. Banner's in and out of traffic, but even though it's not clean, we can't really get what we want out of it. It's still another repeat stoppage. It's not perfect, but it's a result. Sam Cameron, good positioning as the winger. Gus, it's good that you're trying to instinctively feed back. But look how much pressure we create on ourselves with just one little fumble, right? A fumble here, suddenly that all exited out the front of the stoppage, which we knew they were going to, and what should be a win turns into a loss effectively. Good hands in tight banners. Willie Nichols, it's teasing distance to start with, and then once you see we've got it, you're challenging your opponent and getting on the outside. Brilliant. Especially for the first centre bounce of a new quarter, shit, we've got to have arm on, right? When Filipovic was winning the tap, it was going down and left as we thought it was going to, so we just got to be tighter here. Inside forward 50 stoppage. Sparks, it's a bloody fantastic spot to hit it in the corridor. Let's just make sure we've got someone there. There's a time and a place for the over the back tap into the corridor. I don't think this is the time or the place. Let's also be talking to the defenders because I'm not sure how that guy got so free at the front of their stoppage. This is an excellent stoppage. Well done, boys. Also, love the fact, Gussie, you're rolling around so we've got extra coverage at the back of the stoppage on our side. Gus, good strength in the tackle here to get away from the opponent. Sparks, well done. You stayed involved in the play. You're active. You're calling for the ball. And that dumb kick forward, which we said at times on the weekend, was fine just to get us inside 50. This is basically exactly what we want when Payne's in the ruck. Everyone's man on man. He's not jumping. And ideally, he's just tapping it straight to us. Well done, Sparks. Great control on your tap here. Willie Nichols, good, getting involved, but starting in the right position as well. And then a forward handball to release a runner. Well, Nichols, this is probably the reverse, right? We can't afford to leave your spot and just fly through the stoppage if your guy's going to stay and hold his ground, irrespective of whether it's in our forward half or not. Right, they've kicked 2 in the last 4 minutes here. Game's on the line, we're down by 2 goals. Filipovic basically tapped to the same spot all day. We just had to have representation there, knowing he was going to probably go to Pav. As it is, they get an easy stoppage. Inside 50 mark, that's probably the game, right? 2 minutes later, exactly the same setup from them. We know who it's going to, nearly the same result. We've just got to have a touch on Pablo there, knowing what we know, right? He's going to try and push you off and then ping forward to the ball. Late in the game, down by a couple of goals, so chasing, no issue with this whatsoever. Ping through the stoppage, see if we can get out the front and the deepest inside 50 we can. It doesn't work, but the setup and the idea is good.